I just sold my Cybertruck pre-orders. It's a new vehicle. I get it. Weird because you try to go somewhere and people are asking you questions and taking pictures, and I'm like, no. I always tell people Tesla is amazing for the simple fact the supercharged network. That's it. I also been looking at non-American electric vehicles from Oppo and Xiaomi. They're amazing. Just the price alone. Some of these features are so futuristic. I'm like, wow, these are insane. It uses LiDAR. It's time for us to give the customers more. I know there's a couple YouTubers in San Francisco, but he's literally lets the car do its thing, and I'm like, there's no effing way you would ever catch me having full self-drive in San Francisco. Full self-drive, no steering wheel. I'll give it 5 to 10 years. Elon Musk said in 2023 that full self-drive, it'll be so ready that if you don't want a steering wheel in your vehicle, you can have an option to have that taken out and full self-drive will be available. Like, no. The infrastructure is still not ready. I just sold my my Cybertruck pre-orders.
Oh, you what?
I just sold. I sold the reservation because I reserved the Cybertruck 4 years ago, and I went on eBay. I'm like, there's no way I'm gonna buy this because I'm gonna get in the next few months. I'm gonna get a Model S Plaid Edition. It's cheaper for me to buy a Model S Plaid Edition used 2020. 2021 or 2022.
Right on.
Versus the Cybertruck because it's too much. Plus, the customers that own the Cybertruck, they tell me that it's the one thing they don't like is like it's a new vehicle. I get it. So people are always asking them questions like, how much was it, and how is it, and the people are taking pictures of it. And I'm like, are you kidding me?
Yeah.
Like, and he goes, yeah. He goes, it's weird because you try to go somewhere and people are asking you questions and taking pictures, and I'm like, no. I also been looking at non-American electric vehicles.
Okay.
From Oppo and Xiaomi.
Oh, interesting.
Oh my god, they're amazing.
Are they?
Oh, so there's one, hold on, and I showed my manager this, and he was just like, what the hell? But Xiaomi has one called the SU7, but this is the price alone.
Wow,
that looks nice.
Looks nice. Looks like a little bit like full Porsche. Yeah.
So I was like, oh my god. So Oppo and Xiaomi, I was looking at these vehicles and I'm like, there's no way they could be 50,000. There's just no way because some of these features are so futuristic. I'm like, wow, these are insane. Like, oh, this is insane.
What does it got, like a self-driving or autopilot?
They do have self-driving, but this the self-driving is not going to be like Tesla. It uses LiDAR, LiDAR sensors. But yeah, if you ever type in Oppo or Xiaomi, you'll see it.
Interesting.
It looks cool, but I don't think the market. It would be great if they come out here because then Tesla would then like, you know what? Maybe it's time for us to change our vehicles. It's time to change our trim levels. It's time for us to give the customers more. I always tell people Tesla is amazing for the simple fact the supercharged network. That's it. That's the one thing. I always tell people I don't want to buy anything other than Tesla because of the network.
Yes, supercharging network.
You know, Share America, whatever it's called. I don't know how dependable it is. So.
Even if you get like other automakers EVs, you'll be able to utilize Tesla supercharging network.
Eventually this which I think that'll be harder for Tesla vehicles because there's so many people now that are now using the network. I think that'll be rough for Tesla owners.
Yeah, that's where like Tesla owners concern. But then Tesla has been building a lot of expanding their network as well, so hopefully the speed, like the ramp up, it's been catching up to the demand.
That's true.
Yeah,
that's true. That's very, very true.
Yeah,
I know there's a couple YouTubers in San Francisco, and all he does every time it's like something where I wish I knew his name.
Paul Mars.
Full Mars, I think.
Whole Mars catalog.
Yeah, something like that. Where he's
Yeah,
in San Francisco and he's just literally once in a blue moon you'll hear him talk, but he's literally lets the car do its thing, and I'm like, there's no effing way you would ever catch me having full self-drive in San Francisco. And it's the outskirts, perfect, but in the city itself, oh no. I don't. It's not that I don't trust the vehicle. It's just it's too congested for me. It's too much.
So it will rather give you anxiety. Is that what you're saying?
High anxiety. LA, I could deal with LA.
Yeah.
Venice,
or over here too, right?
Here, yes.
Yeah.
But San Francisco, I'm like, oh my god. You see him just like let it do his thing. I'm like, no.
Yeah.
No.
But I mean, it works well, no?
It does. It does work well.
Yeah.
There is sometimes you have to take over, and I get it.
Yes.
Even my ex, who he bought his Model 3, I think in 2022. His was having what was it? Ghost braking?
Yeah, phantom brake.
That's phantom braking.
Yes.
Phantom braking.
Yeah.
And his would happen once in a blue moon. I think it stopped now, but
yeah, it's gone.
It's gone. He bought one, and he was asking me questions. And I'm like, what? Why did you buy this vehicle if you don't know what you're buying? He goes, because it's going to be easy for me to get to work now. I'm like, oh my god, dude.
Yeah, back then it wasn't ready. The technology wasn't ready. It now is. It's
good.
Very it's very good.
Still not ready. I would say full self-drive, no steering wheel. I'll give it 5 to 10 years.
5 to 10 years.
5 to 10 years. Because the infrastructure is just not ready yet. And that means you have to do it for everybody. You do it for the US, you do it for European. It's just not ready.
That's a fair point. Yeah. That, you know, a lot of people share the same idea. They see like the technology is still like 5 years, like 10 years ahead. Oh well, not ahead, but like it still requires.
Yeah, uber behind.
Yeah, it's made amazing progress with this new generation of full self-driving. So I'm more hopeful. Hopefully it gets ready sooner than 5 years, but
you're ready. You're like, let's go.
Yeah, well, we'll see.
I love how Elon Musk made it clear that he's not going to release what the vehicle is supposed to be the cheapest electric vehicle for them, starting at 25.
Yeah, that's right.
But they canceled that.
Oh no, it's not canceled.
It's not canceled.
He came out publicly and said it's false information.
Good.
And then the head chef designer came out, also said stay tuned.
I know Apple. So the rumors was Apple was supposed to be making a full self-driving.
The rumor had it, but they officially canceled it.
But they canceled. They canceled that.
Yeah.
I saw that we canceled that. I'm like, okay, good.
I think it was used to be called Project Titan.
Yep.
Yeah, so it's.
I like the one from Sony. I know it's Sony and Honda now, but Sony was supposed to be making one, and I'm like, oh god, this vehicle looks so futuristic. Oh my god, they have the PlayStation controller in there, so when you're parked, you can play your PlayStation games on it. When it's parked, I'm like,
right,
so
as
cool.
It should. Yeah.
This is so cool, Sony. But now it's Sony and Honda, I think.
Yeah. Well, I mean, in terms of like gaming, right? If you get like Model S or Model X, you'll be able to play.
Of course.
Yeah.
Of course.
Any game you want.
Of course.
Yeah. So that's pretty cool too.
Yeah. That's
wow. Speaking of Model S, it's a really hot hot car.
So the Model S, the redesign, which I think Tesla could have done a lot more. And I get it that yes, now it uses 3-ply windows and all the glass.
Yeah.
Yes, the headlights are different from the tail lights. And I get it. Oh, now it has LED lighting. I get it, but honestly, I wish they would do more
for the price. Right? Yeah, a little bit more add-ons.
More like the consumers more.
Yes.
Don't be Apple. I know Apple has been Apple long enough. They don't want to give the consumers everything.
Yeah, they've been getting rid of things, right, from the phone. Like
yes,
headphone jacks gone. People freaked out.
Yeah.
And yeah, I heard they don't provide like a charging cable anymore.
Just like, so we stopped that.
Yeah.
Sony and Samsung stopped that.
Correct.
The only company that still does it is like the Chinese brand. So Oppo, Xiaomi, OnePlus.
Mm-hmm.
And here's the funny part about it. Even the OnePlus phone, I just bought the OnePlus 12.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, oh my God, why can't Apple and Samsung do this? Meaning, it still has the charging brick inside.
Mm-hmm.
The battery itself, it has a 50, so the one I want, the OnePlus 12, has a 54 million battery. And this is why I'm just like, people assume that if the price is cheap, it's a cheap phone. It has a 6.82 inch AMOLED display, so it's bigger than the S24 Ultra.
Oh wow.
It has so the cameras are a little bit different. It has some Sony cameras, but it has a 50 megapixel, a 36 megapixel, and a 64 megapixel camera, 3 in the back.
Wow.
The 12, it has a 36 megapixel camera and the front-facing lens. The device itself for Android, I'm thinking, oh my God, it's so amazing. It starts at $799.
Okay.
For 12 gigs of memory and 256 gigs of RAM. And then it has, the one I bought was $899, but then I got a discount. It was $899 for 16 gigabytes and 512. I had an old iPhone and I traded it in and I paid around $225 for this phone. The one thing, the feature I like that I'm not used to, it has fast charge wireless charging at 50 watts. Samsung has 45, or actually Samsung doesn't have 45. Samsung and Apple both do the same thing. So it's 15 watt charging, fastest wireless charging. OnePlus does 50. But then, that's what I mean, but you have to buy the charger, but then it has the charger inside the box that they give you. It goes from 0 to 100 in around 29 minutes.
Wow, that is.
And you see it goes fast because I'm like, oh my God.
Yeah.
Literally,
you can see the number going up
fast. Ready for work, it's just like, I was like, oh my God.
That is so convenient.
For the price of what they charge the phone. And that's why I tell people, don't judge a book by its cover.
Right.
Because the OnePlus, the company is amazing, and it's using Snapdragon 8, I guess Snapdragon 8 3rd gen, which is the latest processor. It's good. It's a good device. So I'm gonna show you this real quick. So they have two models. The OnePlus. So this is the 12R. That's not the one I'm talking about.
Yeah.
The one I have is this one. And if you look at by now, the one I had is 16. I have 12.
Yeah.
But then I paid $225 for it. But if you look at the specs on this device, and they give you everything inside it. They give you the charging brick. It's an amazing phone. Wow. And they give you the brick inside. Yeah.
I'll look that up for sure. Yeah.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. It was a pleasure with talking to you. You too.
Have an amazing day. And if you're ever in Apple, I'm always there.
Yeah. Well, I'll find you, Eric. All right. Have a good day, Eric.